What's cracking, guys? Bruce Madsen here, your host show of Metric Scout Fantasy Football, and I'm here to drop a public service announcement for rookie drafts. A lot of people who tune into this show, especially the dudes who watch this show all year round, it doesn't really apply to you. It may apply to you for a comedic factor, but there are some people out there who are drafting the mid-round quarterbacks in the first round of Superflex leagues. I'm talking Malik Willis, Desmond Ridder, Matt Corral. They're drafting these dudes in the mid-first round of Superflex leagues. That is not a smart move. That is an overpay. One, due to draft capital, the values of these quarterbacks just got flipped on its head, and the odds of them is much steeper for them to hit. And if they hit, it's more of an anomaly. We've got guys like Dak Prescott who fell to the mid-rounds that hit on us before. We could have one of these quarterbacks sit on us. More than likely, we could have one. We could have just one of them hit. The odds of all three, not very good. There's also good odds that none of them do anything for us. We may get one of them get a good amount of starts, may flop. That's in the cards, but the odds are not good considering we have first-round wide receivers on the board, running backs with decent draft capital, and going into the second round, especially early part of the second round, we have some skill players who are getting decent draft capital, who have some things in their profile that could help out our Dynasty fantasy football rosters. You do not want to look the other way on those players because they can fill some spots for you. Typically, we're looking at for value on these quarterbacks, these mid-rounders, especially Desmond Ridder, Matt Corral, Malik Willis. They're going in the middle to late part of the second round. Typically, in previous years, those mid-round quarterbacks who get drafted in Superflex usually get drafted around 30 overall. Sometimes a few picks earlier, 25 to 30. Sometimes a few picks later, 30 to 35. That's usually where you can expect it. These guys have some things in their profile that allows them to have some Konami codes in their game or at least a little bit of rushing production. So you could give them a little bit of boost in value, but you don't want to overshoot your shot. Go on and get him with the 112, 110, 19, 108 or something like that. Stay away from those guys in the first round. Second round, you can start thinking about them, but you may want to let them slide until your guys are off the board. I'm talking about those wide receivers, those running backs. If you love Trey McBride, get him. But let them slide a little bit. The odds of them hitting on you, not as good as what they were a few weeks ago. The NFL told us what they thought of them when they let them pass by them multiple times in the draft. And now we're here, and it's draft time for us. And we have to recognize that. That is a data entry point that we have to focus on because these quarterbacks did not land where we were expecting them to land, and we have to act on it. We don't want to overshoot our shot, and we don't want to completely ignore them either because one of these guys might hit on us. One of these guys might do something. We've had mid-round quarterbacks hit on us. We've had late-round quarterbacks hit on us. But we also don't want to value them as first-round quarterbacks. We don't want to do that. Be mindful when you're in rookie drafts. There are people out there who are drafting these guys in the first round. Seen it a couple times. I'm hearing a lot of people talk about it. They're blown away by it. And I just wanted to get the message out there. Don't do that. Just don't do that. Don't do that at all. Let them fall a little bit. Draft your guys at wide receiver and running back before you start thinking about those mid-round quarterbacks because the odds of those quarterbacks helping you on your roster are not going to be as good as what you expected a few weeks ago. But let me know what you think in the comments. Are you still paying up for them? Do you agree? Disagree? I don't care. Just drop it. Hit that like button. That way this video gets floated around on the YouTubes by the algorithm. Also hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next show. It means a lot to me. Fuels me to keep pumping out this content. Again, I want to thank you, and I'll catch you next time.